Hi everyone, I'm Claire. I went to JHM between 2011 and 2018 and I was asked to give a little video about how I chose my university, my experiences there and any other bits of general advice I might have. So I'm currently in my third year of studying biology at the University of Bath, but I'm not in my final year yet. I'm on a placement year, so I'm in Grenoble in France doing at a research facility that specialises in structural biology. So when it came to choosing my course, I was lucky enough to know that I wanted to do biology, but I think A-levels teach you that there's so much that you don't know, so I really wanted to choose a course that showed me everything in the first year, so lots of variation in the modules that I could then tailor to what I wanted later, so I looked for courses that were like that. I'd say my advice is you don't need to know the course inside out, but it's really good that if you want something to be in your course, make sure it's there. Different universities may specialise in something that interests you more, so definitely have a look at what might interest you and what you want to do. I think in terms of getting the click moment at university, not many people get it. I certainly didn't. I was really indecisive with all 5 of my options, but I found it was really important going to the open days and the applicant days were where I made most of my decisions, because you're able to talk to current students, and that's where you get the proper advice about your course and what it's like to live there, and you just get a much better feel for the university itself. So obviously it'll probably be quite different this year, but make sure you try and get involved with the virtual open days and see about getting in contact with current students, because they'll be the best reflection of university for you. In terms of when you get there, I think the first thing my tutor turned around to me and said was, it's okay to get things wrong in first year. You'll find that a lot of the time your first year doesn't count towards your final grade, or it's seriously subsidised compared to consecutive years, and the whole reason behind that is because they want you to learn about yourself in first year in terms of how you work. So what might have worked for you in A-levels might not necessarily work for you at university, because it's very different, you're just a bit more independent, and that's okay. They want you to try different things, they want to guide you, so really lean on that. Like, your tutors will have a lot of things to say, they have a lot of experience, so really use that, use your friends, and it's a really great experience to work out how you work. And in first year, they also want you to enjoy yourself, get involved with your societies, your sports, meet lots of people. You're never going to be in one place with so many people at once, probably ever again. And it's great to just get involved with like-minded people, and you never know what opportunities you get from putting yourself out there. And that's another common question at universities is, are there a lot of opportunities here? And almost always it's a yes, but you need to put yourself out there for them, hold yourself accountable. It's okay to feel uncomfortable, it's completely natural to be nervous when you're doing things that you don't normally do, but that's a really good thing, because it means that you're putting yourself out there when you wouldn't have known that you might cope with something so well. So definitely push yourself, and you'll hear it a lot, but it's important to make university work for you just as much as you're working in university. In terms of me choosing my placement year, I really wanted to work out if I wanted to do a PhD when I graduate from my bachelor's, and I thought the best way for me to do that was to try research for a year, so that was my motivation for placement. But then a lot of people will do it to get experience in the field that they want to do, but also don't be intimidated if you don't know what you want to do yet. A lot of people will turn around, pick a placement, and then they might not enjoy it at the end of the year, but they've worked out what they don't want to do, or it really informs them for what they want to do in final year or beyond, like they might have a complete career change. So it's really great just getting that experience and working out what you want to do. It's okay to change directions, don't feel like you're restricted on your course just because you've taken chemistry. Doesn't mean you have to always take chemistry. There's lots of people that do something completely different afterwards, but you can apply your skills to it. And that's the same with any internships or placements that you apply for. You can really apply more skills than you know to something that seems completely different from anything you've done before. So I think my main bits of advice are to always push yourself, hold yourself accountable, and just don't limit yourself. You can do so much that you probably don't even know yet, but you won't know that until you've tried it. So those are my main kind of bits of wisdom if I have any at this stage. But obviously everything's quite different this year, so if you have any questions about going to university, choosing your courses, studying specifically at Bath or for biology, or anything about placements, then please feel free to ask me by email. If you talk to Mrs. Brown, she'll probably be able to point you my way, and I'll answer you as best as I can. And good luck for this year.